But there'll be a lot of communication back and forth between us, probably a lot of us getting irritated with each other from time to time, as that was the case in our practice sessions. But the end goal is we both have to defeat Ganon. So even if one of us finishes, the run is not technically over until we are both done. Anything you want to add before we get started, zer0rush?
Yeah, no, just a little more clarity there. We do need to beat all 7 crystal dungeons still. Those are also randomized, but we do not have to beat Ganon's Tower. Although, typically in Crossworld, if we find Ganon's Tower, there'll probably be something in there anyway. So, yeah, the goal overall is just get all the crystals and then go kill Ganon.
Yep, that's about it. So I guess if we are ready to get started...
yeah, count us down.
All right, I'll count us down. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so right off the bat, we have a bottle in Link's house, which I believe both of us should have. Yep. Or you're starting at Sanctuary, I assume.
Sanctuary was just 50 rupees. It leads to Lumberjack.
Okay. So one of the things you'll notice us doing is we'll talk a lot about what locations lead where. As I mentioned, since this is a cross-world, what that means is that each entrance isn't tied to its original location. And what we need to do on top of finding all the items that we need is also find all of the entrances that we need. So Sanctuary, Link's house is always vanilla, but Sanctuary will connect to another location a lot of the times. In this case, it was Lumberjack.
Tier 1 tree pool is Red Rupee?
Yep, I did get that too.
Okay.
So do you want to talk a bit about your start, I guess?
Okay, so generally, the start of one of these, we're just going to check lots of entrances and not really prioritize going into dungeons a bunch. Basically, the early game, we're looking for as much information as we can get while still getting items that are getting chests that are useful if we can access them. But you're not going to see us go too far out of the way early until we're really on a deep dive for items.
Yep. Since this is a cross-world and since it is co-op, there's kind of a lot of information flying back and forth. And so to avoid just massive confusion, it's usually a good idea to keep it simple and kind of prioritize the overall locations rather than kind of dipping back and forth through a lot of different areas. With that being said, I did find the gloves in the Lake Fortune Teller.
Lake Fortune Teller glove?
Yep.
Okay.
And the Lake Shop is also a bomb shop, which is pretty important because bombs are very important.
I found some bombs. All of Lost Woods is nothing.
Okay.
The Fortune Teller right outside CAC is the main entrance to Desert.
Okay.
I'm not going through it right now. I'm just going to leave that as it is.
Gotcha. So, what you'll see people usually do who are playing this mode, given how much information there is they'll usually have some kind of location tracker. I know NINJEMBRO uses an actual location tracker. However, myself and other people usually just use like an Excel spreadsheet that we have, and we just mark down important locations as we find them.
Thieves' Hideout leads to Turtle Rock Big Chest.
Okay. And you said that Desert was the Fortune Teller.
Yep.
Where am I going? This way. So you'll kind of see us bumble around a little bit. Usually that means we're filling in our location or typing in our tracker.
Bottle vendor is nothing. Don't waste your money.
Okay. Alright. Desert was Fortune Teller. So Mimic Cave is the Light World 5 cave.
You said that's Mimic Cave?
Yep.
Light World 5?
Yep. And the reason we call it the Light World 5 cave, which you'll probably see if we ever get the ocarina, is because that screen is the 5th point in the ocarina menu, and there's a cave there in the Dark World as well. So it's just easier to refer it as the 5 cave.
The Kakariko houses that have the ladies in front of them.
Yep.
The one on the right is the bomb shop. Like,
Okay.
the bomb shop. Sick Kid is Thieves' Hideout. I'm going to see if there's anything worth getting here.
Okay. Eastern Palace connects to a cave in Eastern Dark Death Mountain. One without a hop down.
Okay.
So that's what we'll refer to as connectors, which they're entrances that lead to somewhere else. They're not just single entrance, they actually go somewhere. And those will become important once we actually start exploring. In a lot of these seeds, you'll have to go through an entrance to come out somewhere else to go into another entrance, and that's kind of how you'll maneuver about.
Yep. Half Magic and Powder.
We're in Thieves' Hideout.
Yep. Oh, and Hammer is at the tavern.
Gotcha. The dam is the bomb cave south of Link's house, which is very important because this needs to be drained in order to open up Swamp Palace.
Yep.
In this mode, though, since the entrances aren't connected, it just stays drained permanently once you activate it.
There's a possibility I die here because I'm trying to fight mini Modorms with the hammer. With 2 hearts. I guess I can use a bomb. And of course hit nothing.
And so you'll notice that this is referred to as a Crossworld Randomizer, Crossworld Randomizer. Randomizer is something completely different. There are different versions of the randomizer, and Crossworld specifically refers to the fact that the light and dark world entrances can be linked. The dam is Smith's, and the ocarina.
Smith's.
Yep. And the ocarina is the flooded item there.
Wow. Okay. There is nothing in this place.
Okay.
But now I don't have any bombs.
Well,
I'm just going to
luckily,
I'm going to go to that bomb shop, even though it's expensive. I have 300
it's the
rupees.
cave. Very nice. The witch is the rock cave next to desert.
So you mean that's the witch?
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't be telling you where the rock cave is specifically, no.
True. Laser Bridge is the Kakariko shop.
Flippers are the other cave by desert. And that gets you the flippers. It's the chess game though, so bring money.
Okay, so Flippers, cave outside desert.
Yep.
Okay. I'm almost done in CAC. Laser Bridge is going to be really annoying with only 3 hearts and nothing else, so I'm going to skip it for now.
Yep. Ninjembro is afraid of danger, so I'll probably do that when I go over there.
Yep.
The hookshot cave is Agnes Cave, and it leads
Hookshot.
to...
Okay, Hookshot Cave.
So this leads to the bridge outside Turtle Rock in Dark World. We mentioned earlier that we like to try and keep it simple and not get too complicated right at the start.
Yep. Left side or right side?
Left side. And so what I'm going to do is mark that down and then go back later.
Yep.
Hopefully once I have like the mirror, that way I can check the caves in Light World or, you know, just a Moon Pearl.
Ganon is at Bat Cave.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now is head over to Kakariko Village, kind of follow Ninjembro's footsteps, and that will get me the hammer, which is a weapon. Weapons are very important in this mode, in open in general, because we go through so many different places. Like if we end up in, a higher tier dungeon, for example.
Lamp at the race minigame. Like if you go in the house.
Okay.
You do not need to go into the back. It's Hype Cave. Just talk to the guy and leave.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, if we end up in a higher tier dungeon, the hammer especially will be really good because it can actually damage those enemies, whereas the regular sword or even other items do not work very well.
The race game itself has nothing. Heart container at that first house as you're entering. Like, I think normally it's a little minigame.
I did the complete opposite of what you said in the Hype Cave. I went to the back skipped talking to the guy.
Wow. Okay, I'm saving quitting to Link's house to get some of those items he told me about.
Okay, yeah. And so you said the hammer was in the tavern.
Yes.
The front or the back?
Like the back.
Oh god. Okay. Well, the front had money anyway, so that's fine too.
Yep.
So this is what we were talking about communication in Crossworld. It gets very confusing.
Well, it's okay. I went into the Lake Shop instead of the Lake Fortune Teller, even though my note says Lake Fortune.
Nice.
Yep.
So one interesting thing about this tavern specifically is you'll notice that the back of the tavern actually goes to the back of the tavern, and that is because this is the only entrance from the south, and therefore it can't, in order for it to work correctly, it can't actually mix with anything else. There are some other entrances that work that way as well, like the entrances that have an associated drop-down hole with them, like Sanctuary, Ganon, the Batcave. Those are all shuffled among themselves as well. And so one of the things we want to do with those is find out where Ganon is, so we know if we need to beat Ganon's tower. That also means that the Aghanim's tower and beating GT could be required to open up entrances of their own, as an example.
You did not do Lake Hylia area, right?
No, I just fluted there. I'm doing that now.
Okay. After I get my flute and whatnot, I will go to Death Mountain probably.
Okay. So things are going to be a little hectic here for a bit until we start knocking out a lot of the locations. Right from the beginning, the game is very wide open. There's, as I'm sure you saw on Ninjembro's side, just a million different caves and buildings and doors in Kakariko and kind of all over the place. Finding the flute that early is both good and bad. It's really good because it makes it a lot easier to get around. But it's really bad because it opens up all of the Death Mountain caves too, so it's just so many extra things you need to check right at the beginning.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we have a $113 donation from Measles Sticks.
Awesome.
Keep up the good work. Here's the donation I promised for my run. $47 for the random incentives, $50 for missing the quick beep, and $1 for every minute I went over estimate. Let's keep pushing. Thanks for having me.
So the Ice Rod Cave is Spectacle Rock, which has an associated exit with it. If we fall down the hole, but I'm not going to do that right now, so I just made a note to come back there later.
I'm marking that as a connector. Death Mountain entrance is nothing.
Okay, and the rock next to the Ice Rod Cave is back of Skullwoods.
Awesome.
And the big key is in there. in that chest. So the big key for Skullwoods isn't actually needed to beat the dungeon. We just need the sword. Now that we know where it is, actually all we need is a sword, and the fire rod is technically required, but we can do it with the lamp with some clever use of bomb jumps. But we need the sword to cut the curtain before the boss.
I completely forgot that I had quick swap.
Nice. Do you want to explain what that is really quick?
So Randomizer has introduced quick swap, where you can swap between your items using L and R instead of going into the menu. Generally, it's not used in Randomizer. However, it has become customary that in Entrance Randomizer, it is generally used. I'm not really sure why that convention really came to be. It just kind of did.
Yep. And now that mystery seeds have become a lot more popular, where the settings are randomized, I don't believe that's enabled for those. So if you ever join a mystery seed race, you probably won't have it enabled.
Old Man Cave is Ganon's tower.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
I'm checking the 2 easy chests. Nothing in those.
Well, you have the hammer. Oh, you would need to bomb jump. Never mind.
Yeah.
Right, there's a heart on the hobo if you need that.
Probably not.
And you found... I think I forgot to write something down. You found the back of desert, that's what it was.
Back of desert, yep.
Yep, and the TR chest. Okay. So I'm doing all the flippers checks right now. And this is the Moldarm Cave, which leads to the Spectacle Rock drop down. So that actually goes nowhere.
So here's a really interesting one. So you know the back of the old man's cave?
The entrance to the back of the old man's cave?
Alright.
Like the cave above old man?
So this is part of our communication thing. So the next cave that you would pass after Old Man.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
leads to the Old Man entrance, Death Mountain entrance, and brings us out at Tower of Hera. So we do have East Death Mountain access by going through there.
Okay.
Ice Palace is the Death Mountain exit.
Okay. By the way, am I crazy? When you found desert, you said the back of desert?
No, the front. I found back of
Okay.
Turtle Rock.
That's it. I wrote it down.
Book is on Spectacle Rock.
Okay.
Oh, and Turtle Rock main entrance is the Spectacle Rock cave.
Gotcha.
I'm going
The
to
first
check
chest in
the
desert
drop-downs.
is a blue tunic, in case you needed it, and the big key is on the torch.
Okay.
So desert is a fun dungeon in entrance shuffle because it has 3 entrances. So since we found the front of desert, we can check the side entrances as well. And this is one of the dangers of checking connectors. Is now I am in Skullwoods. This connects to the back of Skullwoods.
Which side?
The left. Yep, and I cannot get back in both because I am a bunny, because I don't have the moon pearl, and because I don't have the fire rod. So unfortunately, I really don't have any choice but to save and quit. I could go check some of the other caves in there. The Skullwoods caves they're all randomized among each other because of the way the game is coded. But since I'm a bunny, I can't really do anything or open any chests, so unfortunately, I just had to save and quit there.
Yep, I'm going to East Death Mountain via that connector I found.
Gotcha. If you ever do play this mode with a friend, interestingly enough, doing it co-op is a little, I would say, more difficult than doing it solo. It can go faster, but there's a lot of, as you saw, communication issues when there's so much information happening at once.
Yeah, it's really easy to miss something or forget to write something down, and an hour later, one of us might be like, "Where did you say this thing was again?"
Yep. The Rite of Desert connects to the somewhere useless. I forget the name of that cave, but it doesn't matter.
Great.
Wait, what am I doing? You checked the
Ooh.
lumberjack, so never mind.
Okay, so I found Paradox Cave.
Okay.
It is at Spiral Cave,
Okay.
and it's the upstairs entrance where you fall down the hole. So we have access to all the other entrances of Paradox Cave. I'm going to check the chests and everything first. The downstairs
where I
has
wanted
Moon Pearl. So you should probably head there soon.
Okay. So that's. So I need to go to Old Man, come out Old Man, go to Spiral Cave.
Yep.
And then drop down and exit. Or drop down and open the chest, I guess.
And upstairs so far has nothing.
Okay. So you saw me flute to kind of the wrong spot because I totally forgot where the bomb shop was because I wanted to refill on bombs.
Upstairs has Cape.
Okay, that might be useful.
I'm checking the downstairs exit, which means I'll probably have to come back. It's Desert Right.
You found Ice Palace, right?
Yes.
Where was that at again?
It was the cave that you normally take to leave Death Mountain.
Okay.
I'm just going to save and quit.
So because we have the hammer, if we find not bombos, if we find the fire rod, there's a lot in Ice Palace we could potentially get.
Yep. Oh, wow. So save and quit the Old Man brings us to the Dark World Ice Rod area.
Okay.
So I'm checking these caves since I have Moon Pearl.
Yep. So I totally forgot, but another annoying part.
The cave on the
with
right has
Yue-
hook shot.
Okay, good. Another totally annoying thing is that you have to deliver the Old Man, otherwise he gets
Yes.
angry if you try and go somewhere else. So, fortunately, I have to just climb this twice. And we do know where Hookshot Cave is, by the way.
Yep. It's Agnes Cave, yeah.
Yes. And we need to find out where that goes to anyway. Or no, we know where that goes to. That goes to Dark World, which we can't do anything with.
Right.
So it's a ledge.
Oh, the other side of Old Man is the Dark World Death Mountain entrance. Like,
Yeah.
it's useless. It's a useless connector.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm going to check Spike Cave while I'm here.
Alright. So which chest was the Moon Pearl? And was there anything else in here?
It was downstairs, one of them, and upstairs had Cape.
Gotcha.
Spike Cave is nothing.
And a bee in a bottle. Fantastic.
I'll go check Hookshot Cave.
Okay. That also opens up Ganon's Tower, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it does. A lot of it.
Yep. So, one interesting thing that this cape actually enables us to do, since we have no weapons, is if we find the one of the exits to upstairs Hyrule Castle, that'll let us get into the Vanilla Aghanim's Tower entrance. Which exit did I want to come out for Hookshot?
What do you mean?
To
Oh,
get to the Hookshot.
when you save and quit the Old Man, just go right out that door.
Gotcha.
Hookshot Cave has bombos, so there's our Ice Palace.
No, we don't have a sword.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mechanics.
Also has a heart container.
Okay.
All right, I guess
Yeah,
I'm
for
gonna go
anyone
into
unaware,
GT.
we can't use medallions without a weapon, without a sword specifically. Oh, wrong cave.
We have a couple donations here.
Yeah,
Go for it.
$50 from Team 9 to 5. HHH. And we've also got $20 from Silly Person. Best of luck on the run, Zero Rush. Let's raise some serious cash for COVID healthcare workers.
Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to
Blue mail.
go into Ganon's tower.
That's where I'm at.
Oh, did you say that?
Yes. I said I was doing that after Hookshot Cave.
Well, then I will go somewhere else. Never mind. You said you found Bombos. Remind me where that was.
Hookshot Cave.
That's right.
Ah! We took damage.
And there is a connector in the back of Ice Rod Cave, so I'll go check that.
Mitts in the double fire bar room.
Okay, well now I'm sad I left. See, this is why having the ocarina is very good. Because when I go to the wrong area, it doesn't lose me much time. And then when I have to immediately go back, it still doesn't lose me much time.
Lots of keys in the Stalfos room.
Okay.
Ice Armos is going to be miserable, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you have to kill it with a hammer. I don't think you'll be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm probably going to stop at...
no offense to you, but I don't think very many people will be able to do that.
I'm probably going to stop at Randomizer room. I think Mitts was a good enough find.
It's entirely possible for anyone wondering. Oh my god.
Quake in Randomizer room.
Right. It is entirely possible that we will get bricked in. Oh, this is the one that was useless. Never mind. We found this exit. It's entirely possible that we could end up having to fight Armos with a hammer.
Yeah.
But it's unlikely.
I'm going to go to Village of Outcasts.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my mitts.
Oh gosh, I can fly. I have the flute.
Did I need a key or anything on the right side, or were those just nothing?
There was a key over there. I don't think you need it as long as you go into
Alright, well I'm gonna trust you.
I'm checking the what do you call it? Laser bridge.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The big key. Heart container. And a small key.
Which entrance was the laser bridge again?
It's the Kakariko shop.
Okay.
And since I found the big key, I'm going to go check the big chest.
Just thinking that.
But I'm probably not going to dip any more into Turtle Rock other than that. Just because we have so many entrances that we can go check right now.
Yeah.
Big chest is just a small key.
Yep. Fun fact about that room I was just in. Those shooters were not shooting at me, even though I was using the hammer, because I do not have a sword. If I had a sword, I believe they would actually shoot me. Did you check the chest before Ice Armos?
No, I did not go that far. I figured we can get that from right side if we have to go back in. What am I doing?
Alright, well I'll go check it because it could be useful.
Chest game is pod. Oh, we haven't done map checks at all.
Nope. None. So the map check is just to see what crystals and pendants are, so we know what dungeons we maybe do or don't have to do.
First chest in pod is a small key, so I'm going to chase that a little bit.
Okay. So we could actually clear out more of pod using what's called the pod bottle glitch. I don't think NINJEMBRO knows how to do that, though.
Nope.
So maybe we'll see that later.
big key in the second chest. I'm gonna go downstairs and see if there's a key here. Otherwise, we're done here. Okay, there's a small key. This is where I always forget how pod logic works. Yeah, I can go to the back.
Yeah, I think... Man, I'm not an expert on pod logic, but I think... you need 4 keys by logic for everything in the back. That wasn't right.
Nice.
So I'm trying to bomb jump over this invisible hole. Normally you can just dash bonk across, but I do not have the boots, so I just kind of have to wing it and hope it works. Like that. And that Bob's chest was just a key.
Okay. I have all the rupees in the universe.
Do you?
I have 1,236.
Where should I go? I guess I'll check the Meyer area.
Yeah, check that. I was gonna say you could also do like pod area.
Yep. So these myths opened up pretty much all of Dark World. In fact, most of the game is open to us now, more or less. The only other thing we would need really is Mirror. There are some locations that we can't get to currently that Mirror would let us get to. But that aside, that about covers everything. At least on the overworld. Meyer is Quake. And Meyer Shed is a connector.
Okay, there's like nothing in pod, and I'm out of keys to use. I'm gonna take a death warp.
Okay.
Fine.
Meyer Shed goes to the floating island in Dark Death Mountain, which is a location we would need the mirror for. Although I do not know if we know what that item is.
It's nothing.
Okay.
So actually, that's a useless connector now because we have access to all that, right? Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, not the top. No. The cave next to Hookshot Cave is the front of Hyrule Castle.
What? The cave next to what?
Next to Hookshot Cave.
Oh, yeah. That's the front of Hyrule Castle. You drop down there. Got it.
Correct.
Are you going to chase that for items or anything?
Yeah. Yeah, there's... Might as well. Because getting back up here is kind of a pain.
Yeah. I'll just continue checking entrances.
Yep. So... As I mentioned way back at the beginning, the drop-down locations...
Oh, Hyrule Castle left is in Village of Outcasts.
Okay. Cool. The drop-down locations are all shuffled together, so it's entirely possible that the back of Hyrule Castle, those 3 chests where you could normally drop in from the graveyard, are inaccessible. It'll depend on where the key is here in Hyrule Castle, if we can go through the front. Otherwise, we just have to find out. I think Sanctuary exited at Lumberjack, so I guess we technically do have access to that. But it's entirely possible it could be like, Pyramid, which we would have to beat GT to get to the back of Sanctuary, for example.
Brewery leads to Bumper Cave, which I'm going to chase and see where that goes.
Yep.
Oh, that just brings us to... Yeah, it just brings us to Dark Lumberjacks.
Pretty useless.
Yep.
I shouldn't have killed that
actually,
guy.
I'm gonna stay here and just go south, hit some of those other buildings.
So I goofed and killed the green guard. So now I gotta walk all the way back.
Nice.
Normally you would let the green guard kill you and just go back to the entrance, but I did not do that. Also, that would have taken a while anyway because I have the red tunic and a whole bunch of hearts, so this works out too.
One thing, because we're providing a lot more commentary instead of just focusing on running like we have done in practice, We're not telling each other as much about the places that we've found.
Yep. There's a big relationship of trust going on right here, and I think I can speak for both of us when I say we are not confident in either of us not missing anything. So hopefully that does not come back to bite us.
I found Swamp Palace.
Okay, that's full clearable.
Yep, I'm doing it. It's a crystal. It's at Dark World. Wow, I can't think of words. Dark World Sanctuary.
Okay. Did we do a crystal check? Or
No.
just comment that we haven't done it yet? Okay.
That we haven't done it. Swamp Palace and Pod are both crystals. I don't know if there's red crystals. I only know because of the music.
Okay. Well, I'll be outside in a second. I can check. Hyrule Right goes to Dark Smiths.
Dark Smiths?
Peg Cave.
Oh, gotcha. Hammer pegs.
Actually, I don't need to... Well, I should, because it's quicker than saving and quitting. Oh, I wanted to check the crystals. Okay, so quick crystal check here. So Swamp is a red crystal.
Okay.
The red crystals are required, for anyone who wants to know, to open up the Pyramid Fairy Cave. Mire is a green crystal. A green pendant, sorry.
Okay, Myers green pendant.
Thieves Town is a pendant. Skull Woods is a red crystal. And then the rest of Dark World are crystals.
Okay.
So Ice Palace and
Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock. Which means we will need both the Fire Rod and Ice Rod, for sure,
Wonderful.
in order to beat Trinex.
So far, only items in Swamp have been a piece of heart and a heart container. How are you for health, by the way?
7 hearts.
7 blue.
7 red.
7 red. Oh yeah, because you got Ganon's tower. Oh, you're good.
Ooh. Sahasrara is the cheese. When you drop down from Dark Death Mountain, it's the first cave on the right. Hold on, I'll tell you for sure. And it's just got a bunch of money.
Okay. zer0rush. Like next to Super Bunny Cave?
Yes, the right
Okay.
cave.
What's the one on the left? Nothing?
Let's see. A shop. So that zer0rush is important to find because if we get the green pendant, we can turn it into him for an item. Where am I going? Which is sometimes required. And it's very easy to completely forget where he's at.
Oh yeah.
Alright. So, Desert and Hera are the other crystals.
Desert and Hera?
Yep.
And Eastern is a pendant. Got it.
Okay. So, at this point, what is open to me? I should finish the Mire area. Really, at this point, we found quite a bit of locations so far.
Yep.
So, a sword would really get us some additional access to stuff here.
Absolutely. It feels like it's been way longer than 38 minutes.
Does it? I mean, we'll see.
Adding to my rupee hoard.
Oh, Turtle Rock was Ether, in case I didn't say that earlier.
Oh, okay. You did not. Probably not important, but track it just to be safe.
So the rest of Mire area is nothing. Don't have a sword, so can't open Mire. Don't have a mirror, so gotta save and quit. Oh, one thing I can check now that
Mirror.
Ooh, speaking of,
In
where's that
the flooded chests.
in Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
Dark Sink. Okay, I'll head over there. Mirror would just make our lives way more convenient.
Yep.
I
And pretty
think I
much
checked
puts
this
everything
game.
else in logic, entrance-wise.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can't access now.
Other than like weird connectors and stuff like that.
Yeah. Vanilla Ice Palace is the... What cave is this? This is the Spectacle Rock drop down? No. I know this goes somewhere, I just can't remember which cave it is. There's a lot of caves in this game.
You know what's nice about Quick Swap? I don't have to be a menu simulator on Argus.
Yep. The Vanilla Ice Palace cave goes to the left side desert exit, but we have access to that anyway with the mirror, so... Oh, it's Hera. Back of desert is Hera.
Okay.
Back of desert leads to Hera, I should say.
I'll mark that in a second. I keep not going far enough on Quick Swap, and I keep lamping.
Oh, Red Cane in Hera.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so... we get to see a nice little trick here in Hera to skip climbing the actual tower. That is too far right. Called Hera Pot.
Sahara is back of desert, you said?
Yep. So what I did there is basically I lined up in such a way and hit myself with a bomb to put me 1 pixel into the pot. Pots in this game aren't actually solid objects, they just have collision on the outside. And what that lets me do is then hookshot through the one side into the other side and then fall through the pot, which is a normal thing you can do in Hera. It leads to a fairy room, which then warps you back to the top of the tower. So that way I don't have to climb the whole thing.
Back of desert is at the graveyard ledge.
Okay.
I'm checking Sanctuary because this is a drop down and we haven't done this yet. And I'm right there.
Yep.
It's Batcave, so I'm gonna turn that in.
Found the mushroom?
Powder.
Or yeah, that, sorry.
Yeah, I told you that forever ago. And I don't
Are you
remember.
sure?
I don't remember where it was, so hopefully it's nothing important.
Alright, well,
Chat might be able to help us out.
maybe. Alright, nothing else in Hera. other
It's
than-
the ice rod.
Oh boy.
Well,
Oh boy.
was it on Laser
I remember you
Bridge?
finding half magic. Was it near that? Half magic and powder?
Honestly, don't remember.
Oh boy. Alright, well let's check Laser Bridge really quick, because I'll need those keys anyway. That was Cack Shop.
Powder was Thieves' Hideout, apparently.
Oh yeah. Wait, didn't I write that down somewhere? Thieves' Hideout. I remember... Oh, that was the Turtle Rock Big Chest? That can't be right.
That was a small key.
That's what Thieves' Hideout is. Oh, in the Lost Woods? I don't believe you.
No, I think like wherever Thieves' Hideout is,
Oh.
according to somebody in chat, powder was Thieves' Hideout.
Alright,
Was there
well, I'll
anything
just-
else in Desert or in Hera?
No, I'll just go get my why did I flute my mirror for now? And I'll figure that out later.
I'm guessing the big key was downstairs.
Yeah, in the back chest.
Oh, in the back chest, okay.
Don't need to go to the towel room.
Yeah. Because I don't know that cool skip that you guys know. I'm an old man. I don't have time for these new tricks.
That's fine.
So you did write down where the magic bat is, right? The sanctuary drop down.
Yes, I did write that down.
So just go find your powder and easy game. Somebody says they're pretty sure Thieves' Hideout was one of the fortune tellers.
That sounds about right. But part of this mode is figuring that out eventually. So, where was the mirror in Swamp Palace?
The 2 flooded chests.
Oh, in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So I get to skip pretty much all of this dungeon.
Yep.
We get to see another cool trick that NINJEMBRO does not know how to do.
Correct. Although I really need to learn that one.
That one is much more useful. Well, sometimes much more useful. Always useful, I should say. It's just always faster.
Just a quick reminder that 100% of the funds raised during this will go directly to the COVID response fund, and $10 pays for an antibody test to help research better treatments and a cure. That's all.
The one by the lake up on the right is what they're saying in chat.
By the lake. Oh, in Dark World?
No, because I didn't go over there yet. I'm actually in that kind of vicinity right now.
Okay. So this trick I'm about to do is called Diver Down. There it is. Ooh, bombs. So basically, you abuse the Samaria block there, the collision of the Samaria block, to keep you from coming out of the rail, and then you, with your sword, quote unquote, because I don't have one, held out, you can just walk straight through the rail and hop off the side. And the way the water works in those rooms is it's not actually water. It's just a visual thing. There's like one tile of deep water, which is what you hop into, so the game checks to see if you have flippers and can swim. But other than that, the rest of it is just actually nothing. And so if you hop past that tile check, you can just open the chest without having to drain the water in the room. And I do not have quick swap on, so I will have to do this the slow way.
Oof. I'm walking over towards Dig Game and hitting things along the way.
Okay. While we're kind of just doing some things, I guess if there are any donations, now's a good time for them.
Well, unfortunately, we do not currently have any donations, but it's a good chance for a reminder.
Yeah. Get your donations in.
Eastern is the bow minigame.
The bow minigame.
Yep.
I'm gonna write arrow game because nobody calls it bow minigame.
There you go. There's the Light World Ninjembro. Walk down and into Fortune Teller House with a purple roof and a cave on the right. By a lake or water at least.
What?
I'm reading chat.
Okay.
Trying to find you your powder, man.
Well, I mean, I have quite a bit of time until I need to find it, so I'm sure I'll run into it.
We found blacksmiths, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. No, I do not want to restart my computer, thanks, Windows. Blacksmiths was the dam.
Yep. I'm turning... Wow. I just mirror bonked.
Alright, I'm checking the catfish area. Since I was right next to it.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Nothing at blacksmiths.
Did you write down where I said back of Skullwoods was?
Yes.
Because I did not.
It's the rock outside of Ice Rod.
Thank you. Oh, boots on catfish.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I guess I'm heading there. Which is convenient because I was heading up towards the pod area.
The boots. So the boots open up a few different things here. There's rocks that we can bonk into. Those are entrances. There's also the big key we can get out of desert now, which lets us both check the rest of desert and complete desert.
I'm just beelining there. Did you check the
Where was
Dark
desert
World?
front at?
Desert Front
Yeah.
was the fortune teller outside of Kakariko.
Okay.
You checked Dark World Potion Shop, right?
Yes, it was Chicken Hut, and it had
Nothing.
arrows or something.
And you checked actual Potion Shop too, right? I'm assuming nothing?
Yep.
Did you do Zora?
Nope. Oh, I had the mirror, didn't I? Ugh.
I got it.
That's some inefficiency right there. I just was so excited that I found the boots, I had to immediately run to desert.
Yeah, they're saying the powder was in the actual hideout, but they don't remember where that was. Like what entrance led there?
Sounds about right. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
I'll forget to tell you about something later, so that way
Yep.
I can catch up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Even though it's
Oh.
co-op, it's still competitive.
Yep. Sick Kid is the waterfall cave, and it's nothing.
So I'm just looking for one more item here in desert. There it is. I found one earlier, and it was the tunic. So
Sword on Zora Ledge.
wow, that's been available for quite a while.
Yep.
All right. So that kind of we will eventually need one more anyway, just to kill Ganon.
Heart container on Zora
boat.
if you're feeling like it.
We might as well, I guess. That gets us into Ice Palace, which we can full clear. That lets us full clear, sort of, Skullwoods. We'll have to bomb jump to light the last torch, but we technically don't need the fire rod for that, although we will need it for Turtle Rock.
I can go to Ice Palace a while.
Sure. I have the boots. What am I doing?
Your best.
I am doing my best.
Oh, I got dead rocked.
Also, we can do the right side of GT now.
Oh, true. Again, we have to do that bomb jump.
Yes. So it's not in logic, but if we so wanted to, we could. I'm going to go beat some dungeons.
Yep. It was a house, it was a cave that we bombed to get into near a house with a purple roof. Is what I'm reading.
I feel like that's enough information that we should know what it is immediately, but maybe not. Ninjembro, do you remember if it was Light World or Dark World?
It had to have been Late World. I'm pretty sure I found it really early.
Okay.
Not 100% sure though. So I do track the entrances, but using the tracker that I have, I just mark them off like we've been here. Only important entrances, like dungeons and stuff, stay tracked.
Yep. I mean, ultimately, it's fine. As much as there is in Light World, it doesn't actually take that long to check those entrances because of the ocarina.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't anticipate it'll take me longer than like a couple minutes tops to find it when I need it.
And for that record, the trick I just did is called Icebreaker. It allows us to clip through that wall and route this dungeon much more efficiently. Second sword is in Ice Palace.
Okay. Are you going to explain how that trick works?
I don't really know the intricacies of it.
It just does.
It just does. It works.
Yep. In case anyone's interested, that trick works by abusing what's called door state. So the game thinks Link's in a door, and you use the Samaria block to basically push against, and the game, since you're pushing against something, the game doesn't check your collision while you're in a door, so you just go right through
Wrong
the wall.
button.
If the Samaria block wasn't
don't
there,
have
you
a
would just
key.
walk out
Wow.
of the doorway.
I tried to go to Ice Tea Room and don't have a key. I don't think I'm set up for this bomb jump right, but we'll see. Oh, I got it.
Very nice.
By the way, everybody, we are getting some donation incentives set up. Right now, I can let you know about an incentive for The Last of Us later today for high five or no high five. About an hour 50 into the run, you can choose to high five or not, and if our runner chooses not to, the game makes you feel really, really bad about yourself. So, high five or no high five.
I have actually yet to play that game. I've heard nothing but good things about it, though.
Yep. And the second one is coming out soon-ish.
Last item here is just a bottle.
Okay.
So you basically do Icebreaker, just check chests along the way, and skip iced tea. You'll find your big key and your sword.
Okay. Well, I don't need the key, but
Thanks.
King's Tomb was nothing, or King's Tomb takes you to outside Bumper Cave. Oh, we can check those entrances. Did we check those yet?
What?
The mountain entrances,
Yes.
both of them.
Yep, but not the entrances like that are up on the ledge.
Okay, well that's what I mean. King's Doom goes to the Dark World one, so we're good there. Can cross those off.
So somebody looked back in the VOD. A red brick house with a gray roof with skull statues outside of the door on each side by water with a bomb cave.
Yeah, that's the fortune teller.
So it must be
did I not,
Dark World?
Did I not go in there? I thought maybe I didn't go in there. Why am I going back through this? I lied, it wasn't King's Doom. I'm distracted. King's Doom is also nothing, but also bonk rocks are nothing.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess let me go check the fortune teller. Chat coming in clutch.
Light World.
This is Light World, and that's my bad. I have to take the blame for this because I checked this at like 5 minutes, and I guess I didn't go into.
Was that actually the cave?
We'll see. No, this was the Flipper's cave.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Dark World.
Yeah, because it had skull rocks, they said.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm done Ice Palace. Where do I want to go next? I'm trying to think. I'm going to check the Hyrule Castle area.
Okay. I did not do Dark Cross or back of Hyrule Castle, by the way.
Okay.
Did you check all of the Dark World Lake shops? Oh, this can't be right.
Dark World Lake Shops. Yeah, there's only 2 fortune tellers in Light World. The one by Lake Hylia and the one by Kakariko Village. I finally went and checked Mimic Cave. It's nothing.
Yeah. Well, this isn't a purple roof anyway. All right, whatever. Hyrule. You found the Hyrule left entrance, right?
The Hyrule left, yes. It's C-shaped house. Oh, Dark 5 is the Spectacle Rock Cave entrance.
Okay. Where was Bat at? Or, where did Sanctuary lead?
Bat.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, no, this is wrong. Ganon is at the Bat drop down.
Yeah, I told you that.
Yeah, you did.
We are looking for where I found the powder way earlier in the run.
Well, we're not specifically looking for it yet.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
It's not
just
super
checking
important
your
right
stuff.
now, but we just don't remember where it was, and it is necessary for the run.
Wait, you said Bat. It's Lumberjack. You're crazy.
What are you
So
talking
we
about?
would have to kill. What are you talking about? Sanctuary exits at Lumberjack.
Oh, no, I meant actual Sanctuary is the bat.
Oh, that's not what. Yeah. So I guess let me go check Dark Cross because we might be able to finish Hyrule Castle. If Dark Cross doesn't have a key, that means in order to get back there,
We need to beat
like I
Aghanim.
had mentioned earlier, we would have to beat Aghanim to unlock the Lumberjack tree drop down.
Pod is the other entrance to Turtle Rock that we hadn't found yet.
Okay.
Dark Sarashula is nothing.
So at this point, all we're really looking for is the fire rod and the bow. And
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I found the other entrance to Paradox Cave, so Paradox Cave is no longer important.
I've got a little bit more information on those donation incentives. When you click on the link to donate, that is flying through the chat all the time here, you can hit the next button. You can hit just donate if you just want to donate, but if you hit next, it'll take you over to the polls, and you can put your donation toward incentives such as your favorite Super Mario Maker 2 team, your favorite Super Mario 64 team, and the best game franchise.
I'm gonna check this other entrance. So I'm at the top of Hyrule Castle right now. Left side is Aga Tower, right side is Thieves Town.
Oh boy.
And center is just a shop. I'm gonna dip Thieves Town.
Is that a pendant? That was a pendant.
It is a pendant, but it's 4 items and it's reasonably quick.
Also, now we know Aghanim Tower is available, which is super annoying.
Yep. Did you, was Dark Cross a key?
No, it was a heart container. So I'm doing Ice Palace to get my sword, so I can get the book on Spectacle Rock.
Oh yeah, the book's up there.
Yep. Which gives us the Desert Front entrance and both tablets.
Well, we can get the Desert Front without the book, using Mirror.
Yes, we can.
Oops.
Did we ever check, like, Spike Cave and all that?
Yes.
Where was the sword at? It was after Icebreaker, right?
Yeah, it's the... I want to say... It's either the second or third chest.
Okay.
I want to say the second. And for those in chat, don't be too worried about us forgetting. In the extreme off chance that we really mess something up and we never end up finding that powder, or we just get completely stumped on finding something, we did generate the spoiler log for this seed just in case, for a worst case scenario, meaning we could look up the location of things.
Yep. But I don't anticipate that being required.
Yeah.
Unless the fire rod is, and we were looking for something else. Unless the fire rod and bow are in like a really ridiculous location.
Yep. And even then, the chance of that is very unlikely, because even if it comes down to finding something in the last possible location, we should be pretty thorough in our routing.
Yeah.
The worst case is that we might check entrances that the other person already checked and just didn't communicate it. Which again, as zer0rush said earlier, with the flute and the boots and everything else, rechecking locations is not the slowest thing. Obviously, in a speedrun, you want to go as fast as possible, but with the randomizer, it's impossible to know exactly how long a run's going to take anyway. Because some seeds are just way faster than others.
Guys, we have another donation.
Sweet.
Awesome.
This time we got $5.73 from Mixmaster PJ.
Nice.
Very nice.
It's not quite $10 but you gotta earn the next one. Make sure you 3-bet light against Ganon and he'll fold.
Always 3-bet light against Ganon.
I might die on Cold Stare.
Yikes. Don't do that.
Dying on Cold Stare is bad. It's one of the worst bosses to die.
The house above the back of Tavern entrance. Sick Kid. That's powder location.
Is there a skull pots over there?
I don't think so. Guy 1000% check the VOD. I'm killing blind and I'm not sure why. I guess just force of habit. But there's nothing really here.
Well, maybe there's an item on the pedestal. You don't know.
Yep, exactly.
Speaking of which, we can open those now. Both TR and Meyer.
Oh,
Maybe I'll
yeah.
go check that
Oh,
out.
wait, we don't have ether.
We can check Meyer.
Which was ether,
sure.
right?
No, Meyer was Quake. TR was Ether.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a book.
Did we check the main entrance to Hyrule Castle?
Yes, at the very beginning of the game I did.
Oh, you
Both
did?
that and Uncle, and they were nothing.
Okay.
Uncle was Fairy Cave or something.
Let's see. I'm going to go to. So I'm just doing a map check right now. I'll go finish Skullwoods.
Okay, that's not in logic, but all right.
It's
So we
it's
know
not. Yeah,
the-
you're right.
We know the fire rod can be back there, but it could be the bow. Have we checked the front of Skullwoods?
We have not. So actually, I'm going to continue just on like a dungeon dive. I'll go into Eastern.
Okay.
and see what we
Whoever
can find
whoever said the house had a purple roof may want to check their monitor color settings. Definitely blue.
For the record, Half Magic is in the Great Deku Tree boss room. Chat is
okay.
telling us.
Thank you. That's a little far away.
He said, well, I knew it was Steve's hideout, just didn't know what entrance led to it, lol. It's all good. We're here for fun and for the memes.
That was Sanctuary. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yep. So who of us is going to like be the bigger man and check and go do Aghanim first?
I mean, it is 3 items, but it does take forever.
We have the map already. Wouldn't it be 2 items? Because the key has to be there, right?
Yes, you're correct. Also, I don't remember if we have the map, so it could only be 1 item.
Well, the first 2 chests in Eastern have gotten me 13 bombs.
Okay.
So, this is probably a bust. Aga is in the silo on Epona's farm. And that was from Mixmaster PJ. We're getting the good memes in chat now.
Let's see what Meyer is.
Oh, don't forget to go through Hookshot Cave and like mirror to some of those entrances and see what's there. 'Cause remember that brought us out on the Dark
Did you
Death
check
Mountain,
all
right?
those?
No, I didn't go through Hookshot Cave. I just
No.
got the chests.
No, but we had Light World Death Mountain access.
Oh yeah.
Didn't you check all those?
I did not check the right drop down or the middle drop down, or any of the ones down below, because I found that connector that led somewhere.
Oh, yes. Okay. Alright. Meyer's nothing. Desert has a shovel. Let's go check that out, I guess. Also, could have just stolen the key and saved Scum. Yes, I could have, but there's so much going on. I ain't got time to plan that far ahead.
I'll go check all that stuff on Death Mountain. If I knew what I was doing. I'm just being terrible with the menus right now. Oh gosh.
Some more experienced players in chat may have realized that this so far has been very sloppy, but shovel's nothing. I promise it's only because we have to communicate with each other.
Yeah. As zer0rush said earlier, individually, this is arguably easier than doing it co-op.
Yep, just takes longer.
Yep. Co-op just kind of makes it a little bit more fun.
It's a different skill set,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Did you check Ether tablet?
Nope. Check Bombos, though.
Okay, and it was nothing?
Correct.
I'm up here, so I will check Ether.
So I'm going to check Skullwoods. So there are 2 items in Skullwoods. We do have the big key, which lets us check the big chest. So Mothula has to have either an item or a map or compass. So if we're lucky, both items will be here. If we're not, then we'll just find one, I guess. And like I said, the Skullwoods entrances are shuffled, but only with each other. So they'll only connect to other Skullwoods entrances, with the exception of the back of Skullwoods, of course.
We didn't check like any of East Death Mountain, correct?
I don't know. You were the one who was over
okay,
there.
I'm just making sure you didn't already check like all the ones on the bottom level. So that's a lot of entrances, so I'm at them now.
I promise the only thing I did over there was go to Spiral Cave and get my whatever was over there. I don't remember what it was.
Gotcha.
So this is one of the inevitable things that happen with entrance shuffle. Is you kind of get to a spot where you're really just looking for like 1 or 2 things, and there's still so much left.
I found Super
that
Bunny
you
Cave.
can, nice. So much left that you can still access, and it just stops becoming efficient, unfortunately. And you kind of just gotta hope for the best. Alright. Last
bow.
item is on Mothula. Bow? Is that what I heard?
Yep, it's
Where's that at?
it's the very bottom entrance to Paradox Cave.
Alright. Last item is on Mothula. Bow? Is that what I heard? Where's that at?
It's the very bottom entrance to Paradox Cave.
That's been available for so long.
Sure has been. I'm gonna go straight back to pod after this. Oh, and this brings us out to the Turtle Rock Bridge. Perfect. I'm gonna check Mimic Cave.
Okay.
It's nothing.
At some point we may want to check Turtle Rock, even though we can't beat it, because there are some chests we can get in there.
Yeah. Faux show.
Unfortunately, a lot of the chests in Turtle Rock are locked behind the fire rod. But really all we need is, because we have laser bridge access, all we really need is a small key and the big key. So hopefully we don't have to do that.
Yep,
Which,
and we already have the big key.
Which entrance did you say it was? That's Arrow Game.
The very bottom one.
Okay.
I'm going back into pod right now.
Did you find the big key? Yet?
In pod?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even if I didn't, it doesn't matter. I don't remember. A chest.
Okay. Well, I remember you found a small key, so that's fine. You couldn't have checked much else, I don't think.
Somebody getting very philosophical in chat, saying, but which is the bottom entrance to Paradox Cave, really? And to which I say, very good point.
Yeah.
It is called Paradox Cave for a reason.
Oh, we can go do Mimic Cave. I forgot about that one.
I did that already.
Oh,
It was nothing.
Never mind. See? Oh yeah, this is Paradox. Okay. Did you check the last drop-down entrance? The one above the Black Rocks?
The one above the Black Rocks?
On East Death Mountain.
East Death Mountain. Oh,
Drop down?
yeah.
Okay. I too will go to pod because I don't really know what else to do right now.
Ice Armos? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's 3 locations.
And if you go via right side, even though it's out of logic.
It's such a pain.
It is. Would not recommend.
The good news is that the big key, well, if the big key is on the right side, then we know we don't need to climb it yet.
Yeah. Did we finish Desert yet?
Yeah, I finished Desert.
Oh, including boss?
Yep.
Oops. And there was nothing there?
Yep.
Just have to go get, what do you call it? The big key from the torch, if I remember correctly?
Yes. So when Ninjembro was here the last time, he didn't show you the cool bottle strat, but I will, in case anyone is unfamiliar with it. Basically what it does is breaks the camera and unlocks it so that we can scroll the mimics off the screen. So I'll show you here. So we use this potion to interrupt the camera movement. And what that lets us do is this. And so we just manipulate the mimics, that way they're off the screen, and then the game thinks they're all dead and opens the door. And that's how that works. Very quick rundown. Fun fact, that is actually allowed in Randomizer in a couple specific locations, provided you fix the screen before you actually go through the door. Otherwise it breaks the game. But in the vanilla community, that glitch is 100% major and banned, and any non-major glitches, speedrun or anything like that, that way. Because, as mentioned, it breaks the game in half and you can do all kinds of silly things.
I did not track number of items that I found, so I'm going to go back in and check the big key chest.
Okay.
Because I still have 1 key.
I'll just go kill the boss then. Why did I do that? Oh, silver arrows. In the big chest?
No, the big key chest.
Oh. Yeah, I have plenty of keys. I can go get that. I'll kill Helma first.
I'm gonna go finish Desert while I'm just kind of contemplating on the map what we can do.
Yep. So it's at this point that we're kind of just doing things the other has already done. Planning where we want to go, because all we need is the fire rod, and it could be in literally so many places. Yeah, pretty much anywhere that's left. The pendant dungeon, it could potentially be on the pedestal, although we haven't found Mire. It could be in GT. It could be in an entrance that we need to beat GT to get to, because I don't think we found the well yet. Did we check the drop down to the east of Sanctuary? Next to King's Tomb.
So, about that.
Is that a no?
No.
Okay.
I think it has to be the ferry, though. I don't think we found the ferry yet.
Yeah, but we haven't found the well yet either.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, one of them is Pyramid, and one of them is that one.
I'll go do that real quick. Because I'm already heading over to the graveyard ledge.
Yep. And so that would be kind of bad, because if the big key is behind Ice Armos, that... Actually, I don't know off the top of my head if Fire Rod is required for the upstairs torches. I want to say no. In which case that puts that in logic.
Hey, it's the well.
Cool. Does that have the fire rod?
I'm dropping down now. I walked in the entrance just to find out what it was.
What other dungeon do I need to do?
Piece of heart.
I need to do Turtle Rock and Skull Woods.
Wrong red item.
Alright, well, I'll go check GT, I guess.
Nothing here.
Okay.
Your humor is so misunderstood, Kyle Davis 6.
So I'm going to go to GT, but I'm actually not going to do the tile, or the, I'll do the tile room. I'm not going to do the right side.
Okay.
Wait, this is wrong. Because regardless of where the big key is, that side does not, or does require the fire rod by logic, so the fire rod cannot be there.
So there's really no reason to do it, you're right.
Old man is Ganon's tower. Okay. I have too many things written down.
For those asking about the joke, it's basically, in my stream, Kyle Davis 6 is a regular, and we kind of meme about memes. We like double layer meme the randomizer memes.
Okay.
So we will very exaggeratingly be like, man, is this even randomized?
No one's ever said that one before.
Yeah, exactly. We meme memes. Yeah, man.
Oh, I forgot to get the silver arrows before leaving pod.
Good job.
Oops.
So while I'm here just killing Lambo with one arrow each. I guess I'll head to Turtle Rock to check chests.
Okay. I mean, that's as valid as anything else. Did you ever end up checking Ether Tablet?
Yeah, it was nothing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I checked it. But now you have me second guessing because I didn't mark it on my tracker.
Oh boy. Who's winning? I'm winning, definitely.
Yikes.
I
Imagine being so wrong.
think we have the same number of dungeons done.
Yeah.
So really, the first person to find Fire Rod is winning. But it's okay, I'm about to find it right here. What am I doing? That's not where I want to hook shot. Don't have the boomerang.
So chat, what I'm thinking is if I find Fire Rod, I just don't mention it until I'm done the seed.
I mean...
And then I'm like, oh, by the way, I found Fire Rod at XYZ location about 20 minutes ago. I do not actually plan on doing that. I found Mushroom.
Okay, that's an item.
Yeah, it's at the, just in case we need to remember, it is in Turtle Rock in the big key chest.
Okay. Oh, ugh. Gotta use a key to get that. So we can't steal a key. Oh, we need to find the big key anyway. Big key probably is locked behind Fire Rod.
No, I have it. It's, it was on Laser Bridge.
Oh, okay, never mind. Was there a small key on Laser Bridge?
Yep.
Sweet. There we go. Let's just find the Fire Rod. It's going to be right here, 100%. Nice close. Alright. Nothing behind Ice Armos. Not even the big key. Which is good because that means we don't need to beat GT.
Did you do Tile Room?
Yes.
Okay.
What else haven't we checked? Geez, do I need to go do Agonon's Tower for that one item?
Possibly two, right?
Yes. Where was Agonon's Tower?
It's Hyrule Castle upstairs, the left entrance. Okay, it's not in Turtle Rock. I've checked every chest that's in Logic.
Very nice.
I'll go turn in the mushroom.
Okay.
A Zelda speedrun that's more than 10 minutes. Is this even a speedrun? No. It's absolutely not.
It's as much of a speedrun as randomizer can be, I guess. We are legitimately trying to finish as fast as we can. That's part's true. Whether or not we're doing a good job of it, I mean, ultimately, does that matter?
Hey, tempered sword.
Ugh. That's annoying.
Where could I go?
I don't know. You said left entrance?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not sure what we haven't checked.
Oh, we haven't checked that stupid, house near, Pyramid.
Oh, the old pyramid house.
We also didn't check Bonk Rocks near Link's house, I think.
No, I got the bonk rocks near Link's house. I didn't get the ones in the Dark World. I should have checked that while I was right there. But I got all the other bonk spots.
Okay. So you got the Light World Link's house, but not the Dark World Link's house?
Correct.
Okay. I didn't mark off this...
Oh,
thing.
did we ever check Spike Cave and that entrance on Dark Death Mountain?
Yes, like forever ago, and that's also the second time you've asked me that.
Is it?
Yup.
Alright, well, I was just testing you to make sure you remembered.
Okay. Hey, Misery Mire.
Oh, God.
That's that stupid pyramid house. You know what I really hate?
Misery Mire?
Specifically non-key sanity Misery Mire.
That's fair.
Because it takes forever, and it's 2 items.
Well, it doesn't take forever if you find both of the items very quickly.
True. And also, to be fair, when it's key sanity, I still, like, muscle memory into very bad routing by going right side first. Instead of just going straight to the left side.
I mean...
To hit the blue switch and be able to go do all of these without coming back to the right side twice. Big keys in the first chest, though.
Have we checked Dampy? No, we have not.
Check what?
Dampy. Speaking of Dampy, have we checked the dig game?
Yes.
Okay. Did
What
it
is-
have Dampy?
What is Dampy?
Are you serious?
Yes.
The Gravekeeper from Ocarina of Time?
Well, yes, but how does that have anything to do with this game?
Are you... What?
Am I missing something huge?
No, it's a joke.
Oh, okay.
We've been joking this entire time about
Oh!
Ocarina of Time.
Okay, that went way over my head for a minute there.
I thought you were next level trolling me, and now I'm just disappointed.
Well, actually, I was next level trolling you, so
Okay,
got him.
100% believe you.
I think I'm going to go to the right side from here, and then gamble not doing the cutscene chest. And just go straight to, what's his stupid face?
Only one ball on your boy Aghanim there,
Nice.
I think. Actually, I'm probably wrong. I honestly wasn't paying attention. He might have both. All right.
Chat loved our little interaction there.
Let's go check Lumberjack now.
Well, there is still an item to be found here, and it's either on Vitreous or it's in the cutscene chest.
What are you gonna do?
Vitreous, because it's also the green pendant.
Oh yeah. And I did write down where Saha was this time.
Oh, so did I. Surprisingly. Well, yeah, you wrote it down
Actually-
because you found him.
Yeah, I actually had to specifically add him to my tracker because I didn't have it before. Alright, it was just Great.
It's also worth noting that pedestal is now in logic.
Yeah, good point. I'll go check that. Because I'm not sure what else we have.
We've found all the dungeons at this point, right?
Yeah. I don't remember checking this cave over here. Next to Eastern. So I'm going to go check that really quick. Okay, it was nothing.
Eastern doesn't have any more items in it, so it's just the pendant if we need it.
Okay.
Wait, how many arrows do I need for this boss?
Vitreous?
Yeah.
I mean... Well, 8 for the big eye and 3 for the little eyes.
No, silver arrows.
Oh, 2 for the big eye and then 9 little eyes, so 11.
Oh, then I've almost exactly enough. I have 12 arrows. Let's do it.
Don't miss.
I can miss once, which I just did.
Don't miss again. I don't know.
We're good.
All
We're
right.
good.
Did you go back
Butter
and
sword.
check if you checked ether?
I did not.
It's the red boomerang on the pedestal.
Okay. So we do not need to do Eastern.
Correct.
I'll go turn in Sarashla.
Okay. I never wrote down. Never mind. Yeah, I did. Sorry, I know I just asked you this question, but I was completely tuning you out. Did you say you checked ether?
Don't know if I checked Ether.
Okay, I'll go check that quick.
Okay,
Did
well,
you check Dark Bonk Rocks?
Not yet,
Okay, I'll do that too.
because I've been doing Meyer, so...
Have we done all of the... We haven't turned in Smiths.
I turned in
don't think-
Smiths, I did not do Purple Chest.
Okay. Maybe I should have did that first.
I
Did we
can
check
do
all the mirror caves?
Cave 45, yes. Graveyard Ledge, yes.
I think that's like it.
Did you do Checkerboard Cave?
No.
You don't have to, because Sarashla has Fire Rod. Go do Meyer.
Alright, where was Meyer at?
Meyer is the cave near Pyramid. Not the cave, the stupid house that you always forget about.
Yeah. Why did I...
I need a key for Skullwoods, don't I?
Yes. Where was the big key in Meyer?
First chest.
On the bridge?
Yep, so you can hover it if you're feeling, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hover!
Nobody knows how to hover. Nobody knows that.
Oh, yeah. What's hovering?
I don't...
And you'll get a Tempered Sword for killing Vitreous.
Oh, cool. I don't have silver arrows, though. So I guess you're probably going to win, then. That's unfortunate.
Wow, rude. I don't have any arrows. I need to find some to make Ganon a little bit easier. What dungeons do we have to do?
I also don't have... I have 7 arrows, and I don't have silver arrows, and I have Master Sword, and I don't have a potion. Oh, boy.
Oops.
I did not think this through. And I just got shot.
Turtle Rock. Okay, that's the other dungeon I have to do.
I don't even have enough arrows to kill the big eye. Alright, let's see if this works. And I fell immediately. We'll try one more time. It's okay.
Oops. Are you attempting to hover? That thing that nobody knows? Oh, nice. Gibdos had 10 arrows.
First try every time. That first one was, I did that on purpose.
Okay, yeah. Wait, there's arrows in here, too. I just gotten these.
I didn't hit the switch, so I need to not hit this switch.
Mothula's dead. 20 rupees. Heck yeah. So now we said we did a very aggressive estimate just in case things went terribly wrong?
Well, conservative estimate, yeah. What are we at right now?
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. We're at an hour and 39 minutes.
Oh, yeah, so by the time I finish, we'll probably be just under 2 hours. Sounds about right. However, that estimate was not unfounded, Al.
Yeah.
We've definitely had like 2.5 to 3 hour co-op seeds before. Uh-oh.
Wow, I messed that up. I messed up the Samaria dash in Turtle Rock. SMH my head.
We lived, somehow.
Was Vitreous giving you a hard time?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. Okay. Saha was right side, so the cave next to
Super Bunny.
Paradox. Super Bunny, yes.
So weird thing about Turtle Rock and Randomizer is, I mean, I guess it's not that weird of a thing, but it does bring you out at Turtle Rock's entrance.
Yeah, well, all dungeons bring you out
Yeah.
at their entrance,
True.
but I think that only really matters for Turtle Rock.
I'm guessing it's impossible. I don't know how the logic works, but to have that being a very weird connector.
No, because it's only a one-time thing. Because because you can't rebeat the boss, so
Right.
yeah.
Oops. Wow. The guards are coming after me in Kakariko.
Yep, they do that. Alright, now I'm going to Skulls. Which is... Why is my font so small? Ice Rod Rock is what I wrote down. Hopefully that's correct.
It is.
So as we mentioned before, after Ninjembro beats Turtle Rock, you can go fight Ganon. We don't have to beat Ganon's tower, because historically, entrance randomizers are what's now called fast Ganon, which means you can just go kill Ganon once you have all 7 crystals. So we kept that same setting. You can play it the other way where you do have to beat Ganon's tower, but
Sounds boring to me.
yeah, it's just, I mean, as you saw, we pretty much full cleared it anyway, just about. It doesn't really change that much. Just an extra thing, an extra boss you have to beat.
We are struggling in final phase of Ganon. We are really struggling in this phase.
And I beat Mac. And I have the shovel.
You are running a timer, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Okay. I was just going to stop my timer.
Where was the laser bridge? Cack shop. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're really just, I don't know, wrapping up. I don't know, while I'm finishing, Ninjembro, did you want to maybe discuss the randomizer where people can find it and
Sure.
things they can do.
So the randomizer can be found at alttpr.com. I'm not going to try posting it in chat because I'm assuming links are banned. But for those of you that would like to take part in randomizer, it's really neat. It's really fun to play, even if you're not very good at the game, because it's fun to play different seeds. Like when I first started doing randomizer, I was terrible at it. Like 3-hour seeds for the first few seeds, just because you have to learn where a lot of the chests are that you're not used to getting in a casual playthrough. But it's fun because it makes every time you play the game like a different puzzle, and there's lots of different settings. So obviously, like cross-world entrance, like what we're doing here, is a little bit more difficult for a newcomer. But there's settings to make it a lot more friendly to newcomers, make it a little bit less intimidating. There's different difficulty settings. There's all kinds of different settings that you can change, like randomizing the enemies, all kinds of other fun stuff. So it's really worth checking out.
If you wanted to get into Crossworld in particular, Cross Keys is by far, I would say, the most popular form of that. What that is Crossworld Key Sanity. And so the maps and keys of dungeons are randomized into the item pool as well. So you have to find those along with all of the actual entrances.
Yeah, actually, us doing Crossworld without Key Sanity is pretty much not a mode that's really played.
It really only comes up nowadays in Mystery. Mystery is when you get there's a set of weights for how often, how
Different
likely
modes.
certain settings are to happen, and then it's just random. So as soon as you start, you need to kind of figure out what kind of seed you're playing. And those can be entrance shuffle as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're into like competitive, there is a lot of races, big races going on daily. There are also like restreamed weeklies and things like that. Plus, there's also a ladder Discord where people do basically secret 1v1s. Everyone who joined gets randomly paired up against another person, and they all have their own seed. So you can do 1v1s, and they cycle modes, and Cross Keys is one of those modes.
Yeah, and that's at alttprladder.com. Has the schedule of ladder races, how to join the Discord, how to join the ladder, and get started on that.
Yep. And if you're interested in speedrunning the actual vanilla game, there is a dedicated Discord for that too. Great group of people, a lot of good resources there too for anything you want to learn, whether that's glitches or just the actual regular speedrun. If you just want to learn how to beat the game in 2 minutes, you can do that too.
One of my viewers, Kyle Davis 6, who was in chat earlier, really wants me to pick up NMG again and try to get sub 130.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and that kind of stuff will help you a bit with randomizer too. You'll get down a lot of the room and boss execution.
Because randomizer can definitely develop you some bad habits when it goes to learning the base speedrun. Because there's a lot of times where you fight bosses with way more than you would normally fight them with.
True that.
Yeah, but it looks like zer0rush is wrapping up here.
Easy first place. All right, yeah, and that's Crossworld. It's a little sloppy, but hopefully everyone enjoyed it or maybe learned a few things. Yeah, thanks, I guess, for tuning in. Thanks for having us on pace.
Yeah.
And keep raising money for those good causes.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for doing this. This is great to watch. This is a very different speedrun category for Zelda. Like I commented before, it's more than a few minutes long. It's crazy.
Yep.
Actually get to see the game. And since you guys finished so early, if you want to talk about anything else or just kind of hang out, I guess we can do that for a little bit.
zer0rush, you could do like a little like glitches exhibition, because you know glitches way better than I do.
I don't know all of the great glitches. I just know some of the clipping through the wall. But if anyone wants an impromptu save and quit any tutorial, if we have time, I can do that. That takes like 5 minutes.
We have almost a half hour before we're supposed to start with Sekiro, by the way, coming up next.
Okay, well,
yeah, it's really finished below your time, so you've got this allotted. If you'd like to show that off, I'm sure we'd all appreciate it.
yeah. For anyone, I mean, a lot of people are probably familiar with this, but I will show it off really quick. It's a nice little trick. Anyone can do it. Like I said, it takes like 5 minutes to learn. Can impress your friends.
Has the audio been
coworkers.
switched over to zer0rush? Do we know? I know people were asking for it in the chat, but I don't know if it happened.
I'm not totally sure. Just checking myself. I can't really tell the difference.
Well, if not, I mean, as long as they can hear me. Yeah, so right now I'm playing the actual vanilla game, rather than a randomizer ROM or like a practice ROM. So I start out at Uncle. Zelda is begging me to come save her, and I have to go to the castle. So, like I said, what this is the just real quick and dirty any percent save and quit. We call it the geez, I don't know the official name for it, but it's the ledge hop save and quit, or the save and quit any percent, yeah. And so what you do for this one is you basically abuse the way the game handles layers. So what we want to do, go talk to Uncle, get the sword, and go into the castle. And we're going to go up here to one of these ledges, and we're going to hop off, and we're going to save and quit before we hit the ground. And so what that does is the game it arms what's called EG, or exploration glitch. And so what that does is it'll let us walk through the floors and the walls. In order to activate that, we just have to get hit again, but we want to get hit in a specific room. So we want to come up here. And hopefully I remember the actual way to walk, but I should be able to find it. We get hit by this guard, which drops us through the floor, and then we just walk north for a while. And Link... Oh, I think I walked too far to the right. Yeah, I want to go up here. Yep. And so right now Link is on the right side. Like I think you can't see it in this screen, but you can pop out. And so basically we're just walking to the very top of the map. So in Link to the Past, the underworld, the caves and dungeons are all in one big giant tile. And since we can walk through the floors, we just walk to the very top left corner of that map, which is the Ganon's room. And the screen immediately above that is what triggers the Triforce scene. And there we go, we beat the game. And anyone can do this, like I said, very simple. You just need to be able to save and quit. You could teach your, you have a 5-year-old sibling, you could probably teach them how to do this. And it usually clocks in around 2.5 to 3 minutes, depending on how quickly you do it. There's a much faster method that is really complicated and a lot harder, and I don't remember how to do it, so unfortunately I can't teach you that, but nice little parlor trick if you want to bust this one out for anyone you know.
and mostly just for providing content for this fundraiser.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having us. We were kind of disappointed that the event was canceled. Obviously, it was canceled necessarily. So we were looking forward to it, but hopefully we can, get to the next live event whenever that happens.
Yep.
But for now, I mean, I'm just glad we, are are able to get this going anyway, despite all that, due to the way technology is these days. So always good to still be
Absolutely.
able to run it.
And well, before we head into intermission, unless there's anything else you guys would like to say, I can give you guys more information about exactly what this fundraiser is going toward.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All
Thanks everybody for hanging out here and watching, and enjoy the rest of Pace.
All right, with that said, I have some messages from the Hackensack Meridian Health Center, who we're raising money for in this. First of all, I'll start out with a shout out to all the healthcare workers and caregivers at the medical. And I also just have some messages from the Hackensack
Thanks everybody for hanging out
Meridian
here and watching, and
Health.
enjoy the rest.
They just want to remind everyone, practice social distancing, maintaining 6 feet between you all so that we can stay safe. Wash your hands often for at least 20 seconds. They like to encourage you to stay home so that we as a community can recover and get better during this time. If you're out in public, they encourage you to wear a mask or cloth covering your mouth and nose to help prevent the spread. And be sure to wash your cloth covering often. Here's one I haven't heard before. Love this. If you wear contacts, consider glasses instead. It keeps your fingers out of your eyes and offers additional protection. So that's pretty neat. They'd like to encourage, instead of texting, try doing phone calls or video calls to better stay connected with friends and family. After you go grocery shopping, throw away any bags and wash your hands thoroughly for 20 seconds to avoid any contamination. Make sure to wash any produce too. And again, wash hands after handling packages, mail, throw away the outer envelopes, and stay active. This one I can definitely attribute to or vouch for. Stay active. The lockdown can definitely have some effects on your sleep and your mental health and the like. Keeping your physical activity up can help with that, including the back pain from sitting at your desk all day. And if you need a doctor, ask if a telehealth visit is right for you. Many visits can happen right from your home via a smartphone or computer. So thank you very much to Hackensack Meridian Health for looking out for us all and for giving us all this advice. I know I learned some new things reading through this. And for the rest of you all, I would love to wish you an excellent rest of your day, rest of the event, and stay tuned for Sekiro coming up really soon in about 25 minutes. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. This is Maximum Color. I'm signing off for now. Peace.